Very warm welcome back to the channel. I am standing at Ely Country Park, a place called Roswell Pits, just outside the city of Ely. You might be able to make out Ely Cathedral there in the background, and I've given myself something of a challenge tonight. I'm here to try to capture Comet Tsuchinshan-ATLAS over Ely Cathedral. And if you wonder why I hesitated then, it's because I've been practicing that name all day and I still cannot get it right or consistent. So from here on in this video, I shall be referring to that comet as simply the comet. It's the only one of any significance in the sky at the moment. Now, ideally, I would have been trying to capture this later on this week when it should be a little bit higher in the western horizon after sunset. But unfortunately, if I show you the weather forecast on the screen right now, the weather is looking dire across the UK for pretty much the next 5 days, in all but tonight. So there's still, as you can probably see, a bit of cloud over there on the western horizon, which I'm hoping is going to clear out of the way so that I can capture that comet over the cathedral as it starts to set this evening. And if I don't manage to capture it tonight, then realistically that's probably it for this apparition, but I can come back again in another 80,000 years or so and give it another go. Now, this nature reserve just outside Ely used to be a clay extraction site. It used to extract what's called galt clay, which was used to make some of the flood banks around the fens here, the very low-lying part of the UK in which I live. So when they've been extracted, they flooded and filled with water, and they, I think, have been given over to nature ever since. What's great about where I'm here is you get a fantastic view of Ely Cathedral over this lake. Now, technically, I think this place is off limits to the general public, but I bumped into a nice man on the path up there who said it was perfectly okay if I just hopped over and behaved myself by the side of the lake here. So thank you very much, whoever you were. I'm assuming you had the authority to do that, but I'm certainly very grateful anyway. So let's talk a little bit about camera kit tonight. I'm going to have both cameras going this evening, probably doing time lapses to maximise the chances of me grabbing the comet. I need to be quite punched in. This comet is not going to be particularly large. Using a wide field probably isn't going to be the answer, and it also doesn't suit the composition I've got here. So I have on the Canon 6D here the 85mm Samyang f1.4 lens, and on the other one here I have the Samyang 135mm f2 lens. So both of those for me are quite long focal length lenses, and hopefully they will capture the comet setting over the cathedral tonight. Well, this is definitely going to be a tough one. The comet is currently directly above and slightly to the right of the cathedral. As you can probably see, that's exactly where the cloud is right now. It's looking like quite a thick bank of cloud. I'm just hoping it's going to go in my favour at the moment, but it's certainly going to be touch and go. In the meantime, I've got these cameras time-lapsing away. I've got them both on aperture priority mode, setting their own ISO and exposure. I have got the 135mm time-lapsing at a 5, possibly 6-second interval, and the 85mm time-lapsing at a 10-second interval. At the very least, I should get quite a nice clouds time-lapse over the cathedral, but I came here very specifically for the comet, so let's hope this cloud shifts out the way before the comet sets. Well, I'm as optimistic as the next person, but even I have to concede that I don't think I'm going to capture the comet over Ely Cathedral tonight. I'm not actually sure whether I'll capture the comet at all. Now, I haven't completely given up on the forecast for the rest of this week, but something would certainly have to change in the next few days for me to stand a chance of capturing it really anywhere in southern England. So we'll see how the next few days pan out. I've often said in my Nightscape videos that the important thing is just to get out there and enjoy nature, and it doesn't matter if you don't quite get the shot you want. It's unusual for me to come away with absolutely no shot at all, but when you're doing these sorts of chases, whether it's aurora, meteors, noctilucent clouds, and especially comets, cloud can often hinder you, and that is obviously what has happened tonight. But it doesn't mean I haven't enjoyed it. Hopefully got some good time lapses of the clouds over Ely Cathedral, and if you really use your imagination, you'll be able to see the comet through those clouds as well. I hope you've been able to capture the comet over the last few days. I know that if you're in the southern hemisphere, those of you in Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, you've been treated really quite well, and I've seen some beautiful images in the morning sky. Those of us here in the UK may well struggle, but it's been a pleasure to see all of your images. Let me know if you've given it a go, if you've seen it, observed it, photographed it. Just let me know in the comments how you have got on. If you got this far, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on another Nightscape adventure, hopefully a more successful Nightscape adventure very soon. I'm here to try to capture Comet Tsuchinshan, and I'm here to try to capture Comet Shinshan. I'm here to try to capture Comet Tsuchinshan-ATLAS